Now let's discuss hierarchical query syntax, and I've got a note up here that says go and start with the manuals for good reason. And let's get back out of here, and what I actually want to do is just look for connect by condition. It's actually a condition there, it's called a clause. I don't know if we can actually find the syntax itself in here. Let's just try and click on this window so it goes back to the top. Connect. See, then it goes there. Oh, hierarchical query clause, obviously. I'm just trying to show you where to find it. And that's not going to work, but we'll get to it. Hierarchical. Let's go back up to the top of this browser window. Click there. So we click there. Control F. And we find the hierarchical query clause inside the syntax. This is what I'm really looking for. Click on this. Connect by, blah blah blah, start with, and start with connect by. There are a few other bits and pieces to it as well. We'll get to those. So that's where we find it in the manual, within the select statement. Back to my script. So here we say select standard query, connect by, prior, condition, and something else, start with a value as we saw earlier, and we can obviously apply where, group by, order by, the standard stuff that we can use in all other sorts of queries. Now let's try to explain what some of these options mean. And I've written a lot of this stuff out for you to read. But the connect by clause essentially allows you to connect pairs of columns or values in those columns based on direct parent-child relationships. In other words, the parent and the child have to have the same values. It gives you what are called ancestor-descendant pairs. It allows you to match them together. The prior operator is used in conjunction with connect by to evaluate the expression for each parent row of each current row using a current row column to hook into a parent row column. In other words, you're trying to connect the child to the parent row based on the values in the child and parent columns. No cycle means that rows are returned even if connect by loop exists in the data. No cycle and connect by isCycle can be used to find out about rows that contain the loop. Start with tells you to go within to a position in a tree structure and start at that point and go upwards or downwards. There are some specialized goodies called connect is leaf, is cycle, by root, and level, which we will look at later on. They are called pseudo columns. We'll look at them by example. And obviously the order by clause with the siblings modifier to preserve the sorted order of the hierarchical query connect by clause. Otherwise the order by clause can mess with your sorted order. In other words, you're going up and down your tree and coming out with the connect by hierarchical structure where you have father is followed by son, followed by grandson. The order by can go and take those names and sort them in alphabetical order, which could actually be different. So that's why you have that. So that's the basic descriptions, or my descriptions, of hierarchical query syntax, what it all means. Let's go into the details in subsequent movies.